Hey YouTube, Shipment here with a review of the Premium Bandai Kamen Rider Gaim DX Saver Arrow and Zakuro Lockseed. Now, quick story about this. This was originally released via Premium Bandai in November 2015. However, they had so many orders that they had to split shipments between November 2015 and January 2016. I got lumped into the January 2016 category, which was fine. I'm like, whatever. But the January shipment got delayed again until April. Not sure why. It makes zero sense in my brain, but it got pushed all the way till April, so I wouldn't be receiving it until May. But huge thanks to a fan named Eric for sending me this, sending me his copy of the Saver Arrow that he got back in November, so I could take a look at it in a timely manner. And I definitely appreciate that, because otherwise we'd be rating until May to take a look at this. And so I definitely appreciate him sending me his Saver Arrow to review. It means a lot to me that you trust me like that, and it definitely means a lot to the channel, so that I can actually take a look at this in a nice, timely manner. So, really cool. Huge thanks once again. I definitely very much appreciate it. So as you can see right here, the Saver Arrow itself is a repaint of the Sonic Arrow in a reverse color scheme, where it was black on the Saver Arrow, or on the Sonic Arrow, is now red, and where it was red on the Sonic Arrow is now black. Looks really nice. The red they used is a gorgeous metallic finish on it, and it just looks really nice. I would love a full prop version of this, and a Sonic Arrow for that matter, but there's something about the black base with the red highlights that just really works for me. I really like it a lot. So that is that. We will take a look at this in a moment, but for now I want to shift our focus onto the Zakuro Lockseed itself. Now, as you can see, the Zakuro Lockseed is a repaint of the Suika Lockseed done in all red with Alice Messiah in the middle. I can't talk at all today. I'm awful. But it is pomegranate is Zakuro, so that is that. I understand where they're going from. Pomegranates are one color, so I would not expect any other additional color highlights, but it looks very bland with just a big red circle on it. Very, very much plain. But if we go ahead and turn it on, it just says Zakuro. There's no like phrase or an activation noise or anything. It just flat out says Zakuro, which is the same thing that happens when you hit the button here. So nothing too exciting. However, there is one additional sound if we keep pressing this trigger. We are exploded, guys. We are all dead. But yeah, so in the movie, the mind-controlled people had their own Zakuro Lockseeds that didn't have Alice Messiah on it, if I remember correctly. And when they activated them, it basically just exploded. They turned all the little mindless people into suicide bombers, and that's awful. Don't do that. But that emulates that effect with the ticking and the exploding, which is really cool to include in here. I definitely I don't appreciate exploding, obviously, but I appreciate just having that extra little sound bit in there. I think that's really cool. And as always with these premium Lockseeds that we've been getting recently, go ahead and hit that button on the back to hear some phrases from the movie.
Sengoku Ryoma. 性能の違いを思い知らせてあげよう。あなたの目的は神を生み出すことだ。呉島高虎には無理なことだ。
Okay, there we go. I think that was all of them. But yeah, you can cycle through various sound clips from that antagonist character, as well as I think there was a couple in there from Ryoma himself. I'm not 100% sure on that, but there we go. So pretty neat. I like the repaint concept. It is a little bit plain, but the metallic red is just really pretty. On the inside here, you have a inside of a pomegranate, I suppose. It looks just more like a honeycomb pattern, and the Saver Arrow on the inside right there. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and check this out in the Genesis Driver. Or not the Genesis Driver, the Sengoku Driver. I told you I'm all over the place, guys. Alright, so in the movie, Kamen Rider Saver actually, for whatever reason, uses a Genesis core unit to simultaneously use the Zakuro Lockseed as well as the Blood Orange Lockseed to transform into Kamen Rider Saver. It's strange, for sure. I'm not really sure where they went with that, but hey, it's kind of neat that we're finally getting a fictional use of, or in canon use, or whatever you want to say, of using two normal Lockseeds with the Genesis core unit. So that is that. But before we do that, we're going to just take a look at the Zakuro Lockseed by itself. Make sure our Sengoku Driver is on. So it says Blood Zakuro Arms, which isn't an actual fruit as far as I'm aware. There's no blood pomegranates floating out there, but I guess the blood from the Blood Orange went ahead and seeped into the Zakuro. But, of course, we have the individual attack sounds. This is weird. And there we go. So, not quite. I didn't take it off. Let's go ahead and add the Blood Orange to the mix. There's just a whole mix of sounds and noises going on in here. But I like how the two have a little bit of symmetry going on. Both down here feature the black sort of fiery vine sort of thing that they got going on. So I dig that, and obviously both are very much red. So there's a little bit of symmetry between the two Lockseeds that looks really nice. So there we go, pretty cool. They line up nice. Like I said, the transformation noise is a lot of mixed up words and rumbly noises and all that stuff. But they do go nice together, I will definitely say that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Saver Arrow. Alright, so here it is, and like I said earlier in the review, I really like the color scheme. I mean, it's just an inverse of the Sonic Arrow, but it works, and that red paint that they used is just really, really nice. So if we go ahead and turn it on via the on switch that I totally lost right there. Just get a very typical turn on noise. It doesn't say its name like a lot of the toys recently have, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But there is that. And we go ahead and just hit the trigger. Nothing really new there. Pull back the bow. That was a weak attack. And these strong attacks. So no real new noises or anything in this. So it is a pretty standard release. But if we go ahead and attach the Zakuro Lockseed, so the Lockseed is actually tailored to be used in the Saver Arrow or the Sonic Arrow, which is definitely really cool because it's a normal Lockseed, and they don't normally function as good as this one is tailored to. For example, if we take the Blood Orange Lockseed, the instant that button's pressed, it says Blood Orange Charge, whereas the Zakuro Lockseed, as soon as that button's pressed, it doesn't actually say the sound until the button's let go when you release the bowstring. So that is really cool that they actually modified this one to work in the arrow as it's supposed to. And just for comparison's sake, here it is with the Sonic Arrow. I lied a little bit with the red and the black. It's actually with the red where the silver is. But anyway, you kind of get where I'm going. But overall, I do really like the color scheme of both, but again, that metallic red just really gets me going. And finally, here is the Zakuro Lockseed in the Musou Saber. So the sounds don't line up a little bit, but it still works fully well. And because it does the sound the instant that the buttons let go, the single press trigger of the Musou Saber just totally works with it. So there's no real problems other than the two attack sounds kind of clashing with each other. So there we go. If you are a Gaim fan as much as I am and just need all the Lockseeds, and this is obviously a must-have. I like having the weapons too, so the inclusion of the Saver Arrow is really nice, though I know a lot of collectors probably could have just done without the Saver Arrow. The Zakuro Lockseed itself, I really dig. It looks cool, it sounds cool. I like the inclusion of the explodey noise, copyright explodey noise, that I just really dig. I like that it's included, and I like how it's modified to interact with the Saver Arrow and the Sonic Arrow perfectly, because that's what is used in the movie. When the Saver attacks, he uses the Saver Arrow with it. So I like that it's modified to accurately portray those sounds, whereas the other normal Lockseeds don't line up quite right with it. So that is a definite plus as well. I like the look of the Saver Arrow. I'm kind of disappointed there's no new sounds in it, no new attacks or anything like that. I would have liked to see a little bit of remix of the sounds just to be a little bit newer. But I do like the look of it, and it'll be a nice little addition to my Gaim collection. So I'm very much looking forward to actually getting this for myself. Again, huge thanks to a fan named Eric for sending me his so that we could take a look at it today. So I definitely appreciate that. Huge thanks, man. So that about does it for this review. If you like it, go ahead and blast that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more. So as always, thanks for watching. Take care, and have a great one. Bye.